Right, I'm now at the point where I need to turn the stitches that we've been working using both yarns, we need to turn them back into sort of regular stitches like we've got on the rest of the work. So it's really simple, but I'm just going to show you how simple. So I'm just going to finish working along in the same way until I get to those stitches, and I am there now. Now, if you look here, as we said when we sort of went into it, there are actually 4 stitches very, very visible. And all that means is that the 2 stitches, so the alternate stitches here that would be at the front of the work, are sat alongside the 2 stitches that would be at the back of the work. And when you go back to working them as you're working these stitches, they will, you know, disappear back into the regular way of sort of sitting like these stitches do quite quickly. So although there's 4 there, there's actually only 2 on the chart. I know that's complicated, but I think we covered that when we first started it. So let's go ahead and get them back to normal. So to start with, as I said, every alternate stitch, or those 2 alternate stitches, are my knit stitches on this side of the work. So to start with, my yarns need to be at the back of the work, and I'm going to go through all the strands of that stitch just as I did before, but this time I'm only going to work it with the main colour of this side, which is the orange. Okay, and take that off, and you can see it's now just one strand there. I'm now going to bring the yarns to the front of the work, and the next stitch I'm going to work as a purl stitch, so I'm just working that in that way in the green, so that will become the right side, the green right side work over here. So again, yarns to the back, next stitch is going to be orange again, yarns to the front, next stitch is going to be a green purl. So that completes one repeat of the pattern, and you can already sort of see we've started to put those stitches back to how they should be, and in a couple of rows they'll be completely absorbed and you won't notice them at all. So I'm now going to turn and do the same again on these stitches, and then I can carry on with my pattern, no problem at all. So because we're working in the round, the orange is always the right side, which means we're always going to be working orange stitches as knit stitches unless we've got our pattern going on, but for the bulk of the work it's the orange stitches are the knit stitches. Okay, so we're ready to start with working right side rows. Because we're working in the round, they're always going to be worked, or the bulk of them are going to be worked in the orange unless we're working a dot or whatever. So our first stitch is yarns at back, both yarns at the back, just work with the a knit stitch with the orange in the normal way. Then we bring both yarns to the front and work the purl stitch. I'm working mine continental, but you don't have to. It's a bit trickier when there's 2 yarns going down to 1. Yarns at the back again for a knit with the orange. Oops. With the orange. Yarns forward, purl with the green. Missed that. I'm still sort of newbie to continental knitting. Okay, and that's that. We've worked those stitches back into the regular way of working, and I will carry on with my pattern now, and they will, after a couple of rounds, as I said, be completely absorbed, and they will form, you know, that sort of standout pattern around the spout and the handle, which is very nice. So carry on.